Demi Lovato got out of her relationship with Henry Levy just in the nick of time. He's been involved in an ongoing court battle that's heating up. So it's splitsville for Demi and Henry, but Kate Beckinsale and Pete Davidson are hot and heavy, and she's chiming in on the latest memes about their romance. Plus, Paris Jackson spoke out about the Leaving Neverland documentary for the first time. What she said coming up next. Hey everyone, it's your host Devin Howard. We've always got the latest news about your favorite stars, so click subscribe and tap the bell to stay in the know. Now let's get into the Demi drama. As we all know, Demi suffered a nearly fatal overdose last year and went to rehab. She spent several months away at an intense boot camp style rehab facility, and even though we heard that she wouldn't be returning to LA after she sobered up, she did. And immediately, the newly sober singer cozied up to a new man, clothing designer Henry Levy, who also happened to be freshly drug-free.
Drugs are bad.
Drugs are bad.
I know I wasn't alone in thinking this wasn't the best idea for the two of them. They were both straight out of rehab and acclimating to their normal lives. Getting involved in an emotional romance was probably not the smartest move, but they insisted they were good for each other. They were sober accountability partners who also happened to make out and have sleepovers. Last I heard, mixing lust and recovery doesn't work well, but hey, they did it. Until they broke up, which we told you about yesterday. Apparently, in the weeks leading up to their split, her family was growing very concerned because she was isolating herself from everyone except for him. A source revealed that Demi and Henry are so secretive, and she says that they keep each other clear, but no one is buying that right now. The two parted ways, and sources admit that their relationship was less about a shared experience with addiction and more about romance, which I suspected all along, but the reason why they broke up is actually pretty alarming. Apparently, Henry's been caught up in the middle of a nasty legal battle that's only heating up, and we're hearing it was the final straw for Demi. So here's the information we have. Brendan Thompson, an employee of Henry's clothing line, made disturbing claims about Henry, who was his boss. According to court documents, Henry made a habit of stealing credit card information from his clients, family and friends, and unknowing third parties. He would create fake invoices for goods for the clothing line and then charge these fake patrons, often by using the stolen credit card information. Henry did all of this to make the brand seem sustainable and pay for his drug addiction and party boy lifestyle. Somehow, Henry's mother also got involved, and instead of recognizing where her son was at fault, she fired back at Brendan Thompson, claiming that he was the one who stole money from clients in the company. So yeah, messy is an understatement. As Demi tries to stay on the straight and narrow, I don't blame her for wanting out of this relationship, just as things start to get tricky for the designer. Now the singer is back to focusing on herself and her health. She's been working out a lot and feeling good. Hopefully this breakup doesn't hurt her too much. Now moving on to a hot new Hollywood couple, Pete Davidson and Kate Beckinsale. I want to say something about how they're so unlikely and blah blah blah, but really nothing surprises me anymore. They do seem to be very happy though, and obviously can't keep their hands off of each other, as we saw in those paparazzi pictures from the Rangers game. You know, the one where the lovebirds are leaning in for an open mouth kiss while Anthony from Queer Eye awkwardly sits next to them. Comments by celebs shared the meme, which shows Anthony as the wholesome guy with a good paying job who texts back and has no baggage, and Pete as the guy with problems from childhood who I can fix. Kate commented on the image, writing, "Anthony is gay," if that helps clarify it all. The brunette is obviously blissfully head over heels for her new man. A meme of her relationship can't even bring her down. Glad to see she's having fun. Demi might be doing fine, Kate's happier than ever, but there's a celebrity in Hollywood who is hurting right now, and that's Paris Jackson. The daughter of the late King of Pop spoke about the documentary Leaving Neverland that chronicles Michael Jackson's ongoing struggle with sexual abuse claims.
He told me if they ever found out what we were doing, he and I would go to jail for the rest of our lives.
The model responded to a tweet that read, "Paris Jackson believes her father Michael is innocent of sex abuse claims." She wrote back writing, "I actually haven't made any statements yet, especially regarding how it affects my work life. You guys are reaching a bit. At least this wasn't a disgusting and attacking article though." She then deleted the tweets and posted, "Y'all take my life more seriously than I do, calm your titties," followed by another one that advised her followers to smoke weed and chillax. This can't be easy for Paris. Reliving this trying time from her childhood has to be weighing heavily on her. I don't blame her for wanting to just relax and tune the world out. In the past, she admitted that the media attention about her father was difficult to deal with. In her Rolling Stone interview from a few years ago, she said, "Picture your parent crying to you about the world hating him for something he didn't do. And for me, he was the only thing that mattered. To see my entire world in pain, I started to hate the world because of what they were doing to him. Nobody experienced him being a father to them, and if they did, the entire perception of him would be completely and forever changed." Poor girl. Hollyscoopers, do you have any thoughts about these stories? Are you glad Demi and Henry broke up? Should Paris speak out more about her dad? Sound off in the comments and then hit that subscribe button.